That's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud now. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
It's his running back. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. They go play action with Stroud. Absolutely fires this one right side. That one connects. And in for the Houston touchdown. The Texans don't need long to take a 6-0 lead.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early. Put a fear of God into this defense.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. First call here coming from the shotgun. First down, here's Dak. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know they're going to keep giving him looks, keep calling pass plays. You cannot survive a game without a completion. But the results so far, yeah, they've been a little bit rough.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. He's got it deep downfield. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. And just like that, he's on the board. Not a moment too soon, partner. They needed him to start connecting as soon as possible.
Kate, they've not disguised what they want to do. Passing game has been just really prevalent. The numbers have been called. Yeah. And finally, as you said, their first completion.
And Prescott finds him at first as he slides down to end the run. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
Shotgun handoff now for Spears. A nice start here on first down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made. He gets him 7 yards, and that brings an end to our first quarter. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Time for our second quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. From the gun is Prescott. That's incomplete left side.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. Dumped off to his running back. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, okay? Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Spears, another pistol here. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Working from the pistol, Prescott. It's on the turn, the ball's in, he lost it. And the Texans have it. Houston returns this to the end zone. Touchdown! The Texans pull out in front further, 13-zip. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans double their lead to 14. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Cowboys about set to take over. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock. You already got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Now Dak to throw. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
Textbook hitch route. He's hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Dak now from the gun. Oh, put some air under this one. Right side. They connect on the deep shot. He's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They get 40 on the big hitter. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Play action, Prescott. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to be set up, Brock, with 1st and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning. Prescott to throw once more. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. And we'll pause here for an injured Texans player. Looks like he's shaken up, and they'll get someone out there to look at him. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Has it down close. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway if we wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Third down, here's Spears. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal. Houston calls it second timeout, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Just about a yard to the markers, and they're going to take the risk and go for this.
Yeah, here we go. I take
Fullback trying to power him across. And they stop it. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
I love aggressive defenses, and a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
On first down, they'll run. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. Don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. Give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
Well, so much for seeing a safety, Brock. Things have totally changed now on 1st and 10 across midfield. Brought in right side. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans are racing them to the halftime locker room.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from the tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with the homeboys.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans stretch their lead to 21. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Cowboys taking over on offense. Not much time left before halftime. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off that deficit. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Throwing on first is Prescott. This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Dallas.
Prescott on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. He has this down to the 34. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Dak out of the pistol. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Now it's Prescott again. Hits him on the out route. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. He's got it, complete to Pickens. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
A gain of 24 yards. That's another Cowboys.
So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Lambeau Field in Green Bay, the Packers at home to take on the Lions in the NFC North. And it's one of the most dangerous playmakers in the NFL, Jahmyr Gibbs. He only needs a little bit of breathing room, and he knows what to do with it. The Lions move their mark to 7-1, looking good as they get the win. Next up, we go to Charlotte. We'll look in on the Panthers at home to take on Washington. And it's
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. He dodged the tackle. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Texans, and this running back headed back out for a new series. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Hand off to the back. We'll cobble together a yard there. And stop made by Donovan Ezeraku.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Throwing is Stroud. Throw secured by Jaden Higgins. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On play action, here's Stroud. This is a heater going deep. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it sets up 2nd down.
All right.
Now it's Stroud. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this. They're going to go for this. It's Stroud. Throw is caught by the back. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They find a way to get it done against the odds here, Brock. That's 11 on 4th and 10, and it keeps this drive moving. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Number man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Stroud gonna go on 4th down. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge next time the ball comes his way.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott. Flushed out now to his left. Rolling into enemy territory. And Prescott finds him at first as he slides down to end the run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Finds him over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Another Cowboys first down. A gain of 13 yards. And
1st down, here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. Escapes, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
It's 2nd down and goal.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Cowboys football as we're just really counting down the moments at this point. This game's gotten out of hand. Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun is Prescott. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get it back to within 2 possessions. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys get it back to a 14-point game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. First and 10 now from the 30. There's a dive up the middle. He's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 40.
Here's Stroud now. Short pass brought in. Ooh, and the stop made awfully close to the marker and in midfield. It's going to be 3rd and short now from the 49. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire, getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Back to the well again. He brushed him off with ease. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Another carry for him. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans making a 3-score game in the 4th. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans stretch their lead to 21. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Working quickly here.
22 yards. And the Cowboys first down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Now the shotgun give to Spears. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Cowboys trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Dak now from the gun. Hits his running back. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. Makes a man miss. He's off. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Dak to the air here. We've got a screen to the running back. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21.
Dak throwing again. Throwing the out route complete. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And in for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get it back to within 2 possessions. A second touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations of the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And this one, just a formality till the clock runs out. It's only 1 timeout remaining to stop it. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Oh, ready. 18.
They give it to him again. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Fair or unfair, I sit in a little bit of a judgment seat next to you up here, Kate. I got to judge that one. That tells me that that coach trusts his defense more than he does his offense in that situation.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. Stroud now on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. Final timeout called by the Texans. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Here we go, second down.
All right.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That's incomplete on second down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with third and long.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Here he goes, third and long. Completed over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Even with this lead, keeping the pedal down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Texans.
They're going to pass it here. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. So it's a win for the Texans. And I know it's different for every sport, Brock. So is this the point where we'd say this winning streak is official? Might have something to it. 3 wins in a row now after this latest triumph.
Well, you get to this point, what happens is you get to that building the next day and everybody feels good. Secretary feels good. Chef feels good. Kitchen feels good. Everybody's feeling good and stacking these kind of wins in a row.
And that does it for another broadcast of the NFL.